You know, changing a prop or putting a new prop on is not super difficult, but there's a few steps in there that maybe people don't think about or struggle with a little bit. And the first one is just, you know, what do you do here? You need to clean this up a little bit. And Mercury makes a product called 24C. This tube is super old. One's gonna last you just about a lifetime. And you wanna clean this all up with the old stuff, especially if you got some carbon and oil deposits and things on there. And you wanna put it just on the spline of the shaft here. And you want to start kind of towards the top a little heavier, because you can imagine as you put that prop on, it's going to slide it down. But the key part, especially because this has Teflon in it, is you don't want to get it on the threads where your nut's going to go. That's going to be a bad deal if you do that, because you want that thing to stick on real good. So make sure you clean it up before you do this step. Then the next thing is, we've got, you know, big old Mercury prop, and depending on the hub kit, they're going to be a little bit different. So I already have the hub in there. Most of them are going to go in one way, and they have a piece that kind of fits in on both sides. On the heavier shafts, like this is a 1 1/4 inch prop shaft, so it's a little different, but you may have to push that down with a mallet or something there, get something in there to push that through if you need to readjust that. You can even put a little 24C there on that hub kit. But once you have it in there, it's nice and flush like that. We're just simply going to put the prop on. And you gotta just be a little careful as you wiggle that on. There we go. Push that right down on. Now again, different hub kits are going to be slightly different. In this case, this flow torque that I have, we've got 3 really big washers. So we're just gonna put that on. These are spacers, essentially. And then we've got 1 big nylock nut. So big deal on that, you don't wanna use power tools or anything like that. So you're going to put this on by hand, because if you cross thread this, it's kind of a bad deal. Really big deal, actually. So I'm just going to put that on as much as I can by hand. And then I'm going to use a 1/2 inch ratchet with an extension, because you don't want to bust your knuckles up. Again, I guess these could be different sizes on different motors or whatever, but any one I've ever had has been 1 1/16 socket. So I've got a big deal there. And I'm going to put a piece of wood in there, because again, these props will bust you up. And once we've got that kind of finger tight, we're going to put that piece of wood in there. So it's our wood and not our fingers. And you can use a torque wrench. I've been doing it a long time, so I kind of know just about how tight I want that. And that's all there is to it. So make sure when you get that done that you don't have any wobble in there. Again, different hub kits are going to be different. There's some that have a cotter pin, and you're going to have a pair of like needle nose pliers and a screwdriver or something like that. So there's different ones, but when you have the bigger gear cases like this, that's all you need to do.